Mr. CS family, friends, haters, and trolls. How y'all doing? Well, hopefully everybody is having a blessed day. Hopefully everybody's hump day went very good. So I want to cover a little bit of news with y'all. As y'all know, I got into a little bit of trouble. I don't really understand on the other place, because it was old, but I'm gonna make a phone call. You know, I'm really tired of people trying to control what other people believe. You know, just because I don't believe something you said, that does not believe I can. That don't mean that I can make you shut up. That is your right in freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want to say. You have your own feelings. You have your own beliefs. You know? So I'm going to make a phone call, and I'm going to see if, since they're turning the heat up on me, I'm going to see if I can't reverse that and see if I can't turn the heat up on them. How about that? I got a number, and I'm fixing to make a call bright and early in the morning. All right, so I want to go on. So did y'all know that Georgia has more dumb onion machines than anybody in the country? Mike Lindell actually got on Steve Bannon and said that he was going to ask Doug Ducey and Brian Kemp why they have not got behind their people and confronted all the cheating. And this is exactly why Kemp and Ducey had Mike kicked out of the Republican convention, the conference. That's exactly why. Because he went on Steve Bannon before he even went. So Ducey and Kemp already knew, because he told Steve Bannon, yes, I'm gonna call him out. So they had him kicked out before he had a chance to actually call him out. But also he said that he has cyber packets, which are forensic packets that cannot ever be changed. Mike went on and got the best white hat hackers from different parts of the U.S. government. They validated all the forensic packets that he has, he said. He stated, so now we have a royal flush to bring to the Supreme Court. He also said that he has hired 5 different cyber teams, and what they're going to actually start doing, they're going to actually start with states that are not swing states. And they're going to start looking in to all of them. So we know all these other states right now have audits going on. Well, Pennsylvania, Georgia, they're all about to get started with it anyway. So Mike got the bright idea that this needs to be done in all the states. So the teams that he has, 5 of them, cyber teams, they're going to other states. Not the ones that we talk about all the time. It's going to be other ones that we think we need to be talking about. And y'all know the ones I'm talking about. Maybe California, huh? Maybe, Sex cult leader Keith Raniere sentenced to 120 years in prison. Bubba is going to have a blast with him. So Dr. Lie About It All Fauci, he wrote an email. Now, his emails have been retrieved. He wrote an email back in February 2020, Wednesday, February the 5th, to be exact, and it was sent to Sylvia Burwell. The subject of the email said, a couple of quick questions. No, actually, that is what Fauci was replying to. I guess Sylvia had asked Fauci a couple of questions, and this is his reply to whatever questions she had. His reply was, Sylvia, masks are really for infected people to prevent them from spreading infection to people who are not infected, rather than protecting uninfected people from acquiring infection. The typical mask you buy in the drugstore is not really effective in keeping out the virus, which is small enough to pass through the material. It might, however, provide some slight benefit in keeping out gross droplets if someone coughs or sneezes on you. I do not recommend that you wear a mask, particularly since you are going to a very low-risk location. Your instincts are correct. Money is best spent on medical countermeasures such as diagnostics and vaccines. Safe travels. Best regards. So that was just one email that pretty much told us what we've always thought. All right, so breaking news. This is what I was just referring to. So the Washington Post is actually the ones who obtained these emails. And it says that they obtained 866 pages of Fauci emails via the Freedom of Information Act. Very interesting. More to come on that in a minute. New Mexico State Rep. Melanie Stansbury, a Democrat, on Tuesday defeated New Mexico State Senator Mark Moores, a Republican, in a special election to fill the House seat formerly held by Interior Secretary Deb Haaland. If you ask me, we might need to check that out also. Israel sees probable link between Pfizer vaccine and rare myocarditis. The federal judge in New York issued an order to show cause in suit by Job Creators Network against MLB for retaliation by pulling big game from Georgia. Defendant's opposition is due by June the 7th. So these people from the Job Creators Network, I got a feeling they're going to make Major League Baseball pay a penalty for at the last minute moving this $100 million game out of Atlanta. The federal judge, well, I've already read that one. Another email that Fauci received was from a guy named Adam Gautner. The subject was how the bioweapon coronavirus was made. Now get that subject right. How the bioweapon coronavirus was made. I read that email, and it was best that I did not write that down to tell y'all about it, because it was just a recipe on how it was actually made, from all the ingredients to every room temperature that it was even set at, that it set in. It was amazing. And I'm not that smart, so there was no way that I could tell you anything about that recipe at all, except a genius created it. A researcher who funded the Wuhan Institute of Virology thanked Fauci for publicly dismissing the lab leak theory early on during the pandemic. So a researcher who funded the Wuhan Institute thanked Fauci for dismissing the lab leak theory. That should be a red flag also. These emails, in my opinion, he will not last 90 days. He will not. Scientist Kristen Anderson told Fauci that SARS-CoV-2 has unusual features that potentially look engineered. Fauci misled the public by failing to say the virus may have been the result of gain-of-function experiments at the Wuhan lab. Funny how Fauci wrote in 2012 that gain-of-function research could spark a pandemic. He wrote that 2012. So China state media, they say the country must prepare for nuclear war with the U.S. after Biden asked for a COVID probe. And I tell you, that should answer any question that they ever got about where it came from, exact to the T. That should answer all their questions. If they're willing to start a nuclear war over a probe, then there's your answer. Right there. That's your answer. And just to show you his true colors and which side of the fence he's really on, Governor Doug Ducey of Arizona vetoed a bill that would have outlawed critical race training for state employees and mailing of ballots to people who never requested them. So he vetoed a bill that would have got rid of the critical race theory training for state employees. Also now, they'll just continue to mail ballots to everybody, whether they request them or not. Amazing, amazing, amazing. West Virginia is so desperate. I mean, come on, guys. West Virginia is giving away guns, trucks, and piles of cash for everyone who gets the jab. I tell you, so desperate. Sweetwater, Tennessee, a 2-day undercover operation by special agents with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. Matthew Cohen, Steve Kabaliski, Joshua Thomas, James Stinnett, Anthony Bayless, Pedro Torres, all arrested for human trafficking operations. 2. Affinity Lifestyles and Real Water Incorporated, 2 premium bottled water companies ordered to halt operations amid reported death and liver illness. That's sad. So it's not enough just to let Americans choose. I guess by now they can't just say, hey, it's been long enough. If they haven't gotten the jab, maybe they just don't want it. Maybe they're not going to get it. Nope, that's not good enough. Now they say child care providers will watch your kids for free if you go get the jab. The jab will be given at sporting events. Pharmacies will stay open 24 hours on Friday. Also, you get free beer July the 4th if you get the jab. I have nothing left to say about that. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a great day. If you ever want to donate to the channel, everything's in the description. Thank y'all for being here. If you're not subscribed, please hit subscribe. Love y'all, man.